Good evening, San Francisco. In a startling turn of events, newly appointed supervisor Isabella Alcaraz has announced her resignation just a week after being sworn in, sending shockwaves through the Sunset District and city politics. Mayor Daniel Lurie confirmed the decision Thursday night, stating that recent revelations about Alcaraz's conduct while running a local pet store would create a major distraction from her duties. The Sunset deserves a supervisor who is fully focused on serving the community, Lurie said. The resignation underscores the intense scrutiny public officials face and the delicate balance between private history and public trust, particularly in a district that has long experienced political divisions and heightened civic expectations. The controversy centers on Alcaraz's former business, Animal Connection, located on Irving Street in the Sunset District. Julia Baran, who later took over the store, released a video showing hundreds of dead mice, cages coated in urine, trash piled high, and a freezer containing deceased pets. Baran described the shop as smelling like death, a description that quickly sparked outrage across social media and local news outlets. Animal welfare advocates expressed deep concern, calling the conditions unacceptable and urging accountability. The footage immediately raised questions about Alcaraz's past management practices and ethics, placing her ability to lead and represent the district in serious doubt, especially given the intense focus on transparency in public service. Alcaraz was initially appointed by Mayor Lurie after the September recall of Joel Engardio. She had impressed the mayor during a meeting at a Sunset District night market, emphasizing her roots in the community and experience as a small business owner. Those qualities made her seem well-positioned to bridge political divides and represent local interests effectively. However, the newly surfaced information about her pet store overshadowed these qualifications. Political analysts note that this episode highlights how quickly a public official's image can be undermined by past private actions, particularly when those actions raise ethical, legal, or community concerns, leaving both the official and the appointing authority scrambling to respond. Mayor Lurie, addressing the resignation Thursday evening, stressed that District 4 requires leadership entirely devoted to its residents. They should have a supervisor who is fully dedicated to representing them, advocating for their families, and bringing people together, Lurie said. He also emphasized that the district's long history of political tension makes it even more critical to have uncontroversial and focused representation. Lurie assured the public that his team would promptly begin searching for a replacement, signaling the administration's commitment to restoring stability. This incident also raises questions about vetting processes for appointments and the challenges of balancing personal histories with the urgent need for effective public leadership. The fallout from Alcaraz's resignation has fueled broader debates about accountability, public scrutiny, and the responsibilities of local leaders. While small business experience can offer valuable perspective for a city supervisor, past mismanagement or ethically questionable behavior can quickly erode public confidence. Animal welfare organizations criticize the conditions at Animal Connection, describing them as deeply concerning and emphasizing that public officials are held to higher standards of conduct. Analysts suggest that this resignation serves as a cautionary example, illustrating that private actions, even from prior ventures, can carry immediate repercussions in public office, and that transparency and reputation remain critical components of political viability. Community reaction to Alcaraz's resignation was swift and mixed. Some Sunset District residents expressed relief, emphasizing the need for a supervisor who can fully focus on local issues without distraction. Others lamented the abruptness of the departure, noting that political instability can delay initiatives critical to the district, from housing and transportation to public safety. Local business owners acknowledged that while experience in running a small business is valuable, public scrutiny in elected office is far more intense. Analysts suggest that this incident reflects a growing expectation in urban politics. Personal history, even prior private ventures, is inseparable from public credibility, and citizens increasingly demand accountability before and after an official assumes office. Political observers have also examined the vetting process that led to Alcaraz's appointment. While Mayor Luri cited her Sunset roots and small business experience as key factors, critics argue that a more thorough investigation of her past operations might have prevented this controversy. The incident raises questions about how much weight should be given to professional qualifications versus personal conduct. Furthermore, it highlights the challenge for political leaders, balancing swift appointments in the wake of a recall while ensuring that the selected official can meet both ethical standards and public expectations. This case may influence how future appointments are handled, particularly in districts with high civic engagement. Animal welfare advocates have used the controversy to press for stronger oversight of pet stores citywide. The conditions revealed at Animal Connection, including deceased animals in freezers and cages in unsanitary states, prompted calls for stricter licensing, regular inspections, and accountability mechanisms to prevent similar situations. Public officials who have backgrounds in private business now face greater scrutiny, as citizens expect their leaders to demonstrate ethical practices in all facets of life. The episode also illustrates how local government, community standards, and private enterprise intersect, and how past mismanagement, even in a seemingly unrelated sector, can have repercussions when entering public office. Looking ahead, Mayor Luri has pledged to identify a replacement supervisor quickly, ensuring that District 4 residents have uninterrupted leadership. The administration faces the delicate task of selecting someone capable of uniting the community after a period of political tension and scrutiny. Analysts predict that the next appointee will likely be vetted more rigorously, both for professional competence and personal conduct. Meanwhile, the resignation has ignited broader civic dialogue about accountability, leadership standards, and public trust. It serves as a reminder that in local politics, transparency and ethical behavior are not optional. They are central to sustaining confidence in government institutions. In conclusion, Isabela Alcaraz's resignation just a week after her appointment underscores the high stakes of public service in San Francisco. While her roots in the Sunset District and small business experience initially made her a promising candidate, the revelations about her former pet store made her position untenable. The controversy illustrates the intersection of private history, public scrutiny, and political responsibility. As the search for a replacement begins, the episode provides lessons for both elected officials and citizens about accountability, community expectations, and the importance of ethics in leadership. For District 4, the focus now returns to stable, distraction-free representation to address the pressing needs of the community.